Hi, today we're going to be taking a look at an unbagging review of Factory Value Cigars MiLD 20 count. I picked these up at CVS for about 12 bucks. About 10 and then was taxed. It came out to be around 12 something, so it might vary from where you live. And not all CVS carries these, only select CVS carries these. So it's a twist tie. I mean, to me, I kind of picked it up because, you know, for 10 bucks you usually get 5 cigars, and for about, like I said, between 10 and 12 bucks, I'm getting 20 cigars, so that's like, you buy 5 or 1 pack, and they give you 3 extra packs, or if you add it up, 15 extra cigars, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and pick one and see how they look, smell, taste, and are they worth it, or are they just, you know, a cheap cigar. Because like I said, it's factory value cigars. It's nice. Each one is individually wrapped. So it's not like, okay, I got these, I open them up, but they're unwrapped. No, it's cool. They are individually wrapped, as you can clearly see here, with the little saran wrap foil that they put on there and the little pure gold band. A nice size cigar. Let's see if I measure it. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. About a 4-inch cigar, I would say. So not bad. 4-inch cigar. Let's see. Let me see if I can get one that can open up a little bit easier. The little bands might be a little hard to open up at first. There we go. This one's a little bit easier to get the band off. As you can tell, one side's already pre-cut for us. And you're wondering about the other side. Okay. So, since they're a factory value, like a discount cigar, do I need a cigar cutter? This one's a 54 wing gauge. If you know what a wing gauge is, that means how big of a cigar will fit in there. This one I think it's about 36 wing gauge. Yeah, this cigar it's a 36 wing gauge, and my cigar cutter here it's a 54. 54, 36. As you can see how much clearance it has in there. So usually you cut the end by the cap. Do you need to cut it? No, because hey, guess what? They already pre-done a draw hole for you. So you don't need a cigar punch to punch the hole, and you really don't need a cutter to cut it off. I mean, if you want to cut it off to get a more draw, which is actually a mild draw, yeah, you could do that. Or if you have it with this punch already pre-installed on there from the factory, you get more of a concentrated, stronger draw. So there's the difference. So cool, we don't need to use this. So that means you could take it, go travel with it, barbecue, sit around a campfire, or you know, anything. So go golfing with it. I don't know, some golf courses will let you smoke on the field or be at the club and stuff. Hey, this might even be a great cigar to smoke and play poker with. A little funny game with some friends. But yeah, how does it smell? It smells like a perfectly fine, genuine, tobacco-filled stogie. If you don't know what this word stogie means, stogie is an old-timey word for cigar. So yeah, this smells like you're back in the times, 1920s, or you know, something that they reminds me of black and white films, movies. That's just kind of how it smells. Not a bad smell. I do remind you, it's not a bad smell. It smells like, hey, you are smoking a cigar, not a cigarette, not a pipe, not a hookah or a bong. You're smoking a cigar. like a nice, fine, sophisticated cigar. That's what it smells like. Let me bring the camera up. And usually when you light cigars, you're supposed to light them with a wooden cedar match. Or you could use a jet flame. There is two different lighting techniques. With the jet flame, it's kind of the same thing with the cigar. With this wooden match, you kind of want to toast it. And as you can see, I'm not putting the flame like this to toast it. I am holding above, and as you can see, it is starting to. Maybe I should turn it this way so you can kind of see it better on camera. Yeah. See, it is starting to kind of get nice and wet. And my flame is not even touching it or kissing it. And I am kind of rotating around so I get a nice even burn on it. But that's kind of what it looks like, except for right about there. The middle didn't really burn, so I'm gonna give it a white light. I guess that was the toasting or charring light. Here goes the weather light. Because I noticed the middle's not really catching it good. There we go. A nice one right there. How does it taste? Nice draw smoke. Not too overpowered flavored. A nice flavor. Nice draw. Overall, I definitely recommend this. And it leaves a nice sweet flavor on your lips. Other cigars leave like a nasty bitter flavor. And this one's not even a flavored cigar. I know most sweet flavored cigars would be like a Swisher Sweet, obviously. But this one kind of reminds me and tastes a little bit like a Swisher Sweet. Only difference is I'm getting like 20 for the price of 5. So yeah, this is like a I guess you could call it somewhat of a black market or you know, discount Swisher Sweet. That's what I would consider it. I would actually consider this as a discount Swisher Sweet. It doesn't have Swisher Sweet on the label because obviously it's a clear cellophane label. So they're not advertising, oh hey, it's Swisher Sweet. But that's what it tastes like. Nice, sweet, delicious. A nice puff of smoke, and as you can see, it burns nice and evenly, leaving behind a nice ash. And you know on cigars you usually get a little bit of ash, like I always got some ash on, and you flip it off. You don't do that with cigars. To tell that a cigar is a good brand cigar, you get what you pay for. If you pay a good price, which is usually a high price, you get a great quality cigar by how much ash. So if you can smoke it like all the way down to about here, and you got all that much of ash, so if the ash goes from here to here before it drops off, that means, hey, you paid for a premium quality cigar and that's what you got. Not this little cheap cigar, and that's what this one's doing. The ash is really holding up nice, it's burning nice and evenly, a nice amount and draw. I didn't even have to blow back on the cigar. Blow back means, you know, instead of drawing the smoke in, you blow the smoke out from the charred end or the ash end. That's where you want the smoke to come out of. That's for blowback, just to clear the channel, the draw channel in there. This one, you don't have to do it. It's like the easiest cigar to ever smoke. I'm telling you, if you're heading to smoke cigars and you're at CVS and your CVS carries it, or you have to come by another CVS in your local area that does carry it, you know, for 10 bucks and you're getting 20 cigars, I definitely recommend picking them up. They may look like no name, not off brand, like these, I'm paying 10 bucks for 20 cigars. They're not even name brand like Philly, White Owl, Sister Sweet, Blackjack, Black and Mild. Those are just, you know, some of the top name brands. Drew Easter, Acid Cigar, you know, El Capone. There was some other one, but I can't recall it offhand. This actually, to me, feels and tastes like buying one of those cigars. But I'm just coming out with a better variant. Actually, it feels like I'm ripping the company off. Like, hey, I buy, you know, 5 cigars, and I'm stealing like extra 15 or, you know, extra free packs. And I'm not, but that's how this company treats you. They say, hey, why spend, you know, 10 to 12 bucks on one pair of 5 cigars when you can spend the same price, get the same quality, same thing that you usually get, and we're giving you extra free packs, which comes out to extra 15 cigars. My recommendations? What are you waiting for? If you see it, pick it up. I love these. Can't tell you how much I love them. They actually turn out to be a very great surprise and delicious cigar. I mean, if you want to have it, I would say maybe a glass of whiskey would be nice to go with it for drink recommendations, because it is kind of a smoky whiskey color. And it is a mild cigar, so you want the drink to match your cigar. If you're smoking a heavier cigar or aromatic cigar, you want a drink to match it. With this, it is a mild flavored cigar, so something in a mild to bold. A whiskey, something a little laid back, maybe for a poker game, or you know, just out barbecuing or hanging out and talking with friends. A beer. I would probably recommend a light beer. Any brand light beer. My favorites are Bud Light and Miller Lite is my second choice. But yeah, a light beer if you're gonna go with a beer, and whiskey if you're gonna go with this. Although you could substitute Wild Turkey Bourbon for whiskey, but those would be my drink recommendations to go with the cigar. Like they said, if you're a true cigar aficionado, which I'm not, but I'm trying to be, which helps me get better educated knowing the different types of cigars, flavors, brands, how they make them, and what drinks should be paired with them. So that's my recommendations of what I heard. You go with a drink that matches the cigar. Mild cigar, go with a mild drink. Heavy cigar, heavy drink. It just gotta follow suit, you know? But those are, like I said, my drink recommendations for the cigar. If you go with like champagne, you might be able to get away with champagne. Definitely not with wine. If you do try to get away with it with wine, white wine, obviously not the red wine. So no red wine. You might be able to get away with it with a white wine. And a white wine that I recommend that you should probably try to at least try getting away with it is a brand called REViEW. I love the brand. It's a German made brand. You can put it up between like $4 and $8. If you get the name brand REViEW, it's going to cost you between like $8 and $10. And if you go to like what's the place? Aldi's. It's the same thing in REViEW, but it just doesn't have the REViEW label on it. It's about $4 to $5 a bottle. And it's a bitter bottle. Tastes the same. So I figured, hey, it's like this, you know. Pay the cheaper price and get the same quality. And get more quantity. So you get same quality, more quantity, and cheaper price. Come on, that's like a great deal. So yeah, remember to rate, subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright, thanks, bye.